Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you follow me on social media or you've watched my last couple of videos, you'll know that I just came back from a weekend away with some friends. It was actually a blogger or vloggers retreat that was organised by my friend SJ. We were hosted in this incredible manor house in the Cotswolds and it really was the most relaxing weekend I can remember. I can't remember feeling that chilled out for a very long time. And when I got back home, I felt really re-energized, inspired, and just in a really good place. And it got me thinking, obviously, a weekend away like that, where you're being completely pampered and cooked for and cleaned up after and all of those things, that doesn't happen very often. Once every, I don't know, 12 years in my case, although I am hoping to make it slightly more regular than that. But it got me thinking about the little things that I could be doing on a day-to-day basis and in my everyday life just to take a little bit more care of myself and prioritize myself a little bit more, because at the end of the day, in the very wise words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Can I get an amen up in here? So on that note, I've come up with 4 realistic self-care tips for mums, things that either I already do or I'm gonna make more of an effort to do in the coming months, because after getting a little taster of that weekend away and really taking some time for myself, I can see and feel how important it is and the benefits. So I'm going to share them with you today, and I would love to hear from you. What are your #1 self-care tips? What are the things you do to really recharge your batteries, to give yourself a little bit of me time, and just to look after yourself? I'd love to know, so let me know in the comments below. So #1 on my list, and one that I'm terrible at, is accepting help. I'm dreadful at this. If somebody offers to do something for me, my gut reaction is always, oh no, it's okay, I'll do it myself, or just, yeah, I just find it really difficult to accept help. And not that I need help, see, I'm doing it now. Not that I need help, I'm absolutely fine, I can do everything myself, but if somebody offers, I don't know, to cook you a meal, or if the kids want to help you unload the dishwasher, or just silly little things that you might brush off and think, oh no, it's fine, I'll just do it myself. Sometimes it's nice to just say, do you know what? Yeah, that'd be great, thank you, because not only does it allow people in and allow people to feel like they can help you and you can help them, it's just a good idea. It doesn't make you any less of a person if somebody gives you a hand every once in a while. And if you either don't have somebody that's gonna offer to help you, or you find it really difficult to accept physical help with tasks or jobs that you might have to do, accept help in other ways, from other mums online, learn from other people, ask other people for advice. As I said, it's something I'm really bad at. It doesn't come naturally to me and I really need to work at it. But something I found that really did help me to accept help from others is the online world. Places like Channel Mum, where you can go on their forum and just ask questions or advice from other mums and experts as well. I've been on there so many times with a little niggly problem or issue that I could do with some help or support with, and found the answer there. Also, while we're talking about Channel Mum, they've done a great video this month on self-care tips and how other mums make time for self-care themselves. So once you've watched this, it might be an idea to head over there and watch that one as well for some extra ideas. Next on my list is saying yes, and I've made a whole separate video on this, which I'll link for you if you want to go and watch that after this one. But saying yes is something that I've never prioritized as self-care for myself, but it is so important, and I'm learning that more so, I feel, with every day this year. I've really made a conscious effort to say yes to things. So if I get asked to go somewhere, say yes. If I'm offered an opportunity that I might have been nervous about, I will say yes to it. If the kids ask me to do something and I feel like I haven't got time, there's something else I should be doing, scrap that. I just say yes to the kids and sit down and spend that quality time with them. Just start saying yes to things that you might have automatically thought, no, I can't do that. And it's amazing how much you'll feel like you're taking some time and looking after you. Next on my list, and something that I'm trying to do to make self-care more realistic for me, is to just pick one thing per day that I can do for me that I know will improve my mood, make me less stressed, or just help me to relax and chill out at the end of the day. One small thing. That one thing could take you 5 minutes, it could take you an hour. It depends how much time you feel you've got that day. If you feel you're having a particularly crazy day and you don't have time for more than 5 minutes, then take that 5 minutes and use it wisely. Go and sit somewhere quiet. Take yourself away for those 5 minutes. Something that really does chill me out in a really short space of time is the Calm app. If you haven't heard of it, it's like a meditation mindfulness app. It's probably the best way to describe it. but it really does. You might have seen it pop up on Instagram actually as you're swiping, and it says, just take 30 seconds to listen to this, or something along those lines. And it is just calming sounds, and it forces you to switch off from what's around you. It's amazing what a couple of minutes dedicated to something like that can do for your mood and your stress levels. So yeah, if it's only 5 minutes, then maybe do something like that. If you can take an hour that day, then maybe do an exercise class, or have a long soak in the bath, or read your book for an hour. Whatever you can manage in that day, but do take the time to do that one small thing that day. For me, for instance, yesterday, Marnie went to bed on time, Aidan went to bed and fell asleep really early for him, Dylan was doing some homework, and Dan went to get Merrin from Guides. And I knew that I had 10 minutes when no one was going to bother me, so I just grabbed my book and sat down for 10 minutes. And just that small amount of time, I felt like, yeah, I've done something for me, and it really lifted my mood and I felt great after it. So yeah, one small thing per day. And the final thing on my list, and one that might be quite personal to me, I don't know, let me know what you think, but I find it really difficult to turn off the guilt. So for instance, in the evening, I might want to go and take myself away from everybody, including my husband, and go and have an evening to myself in bed with a book, or watch a movie that I want to watch on my own. But I always feel guilty that I should be either sat with my husband because I haven't seen him all day, or I should be doing something else. I find it really difficult to turn that off, that guilt and that nagging, like, oh, well, you shouldn't really do that, and just think, do you know what? He might quite like to sit and watch something that he wants to watch without me nagging him to turn over the channel, or he might quite appreciate having that space and time to himself. We have always been the kind of couple that we spend the whole evening together, and we usually end up watching something that neither of us really want to watch because it's a bit of a compromise. 9 times out of 10 that's lovely, but occasionally I am sitting there thinking, really want to go upstairs and just watch the Kardashians with no judgment and not feel guilty about it. So that is something that I'm gonna make the effort to do, because I know for a fact he doesn't want to watch the Kardashians, and he would probably quite enjoy the time to himself as well, to watch the weird stuff that he watches about, you know, woodwork and tools and stuff like that. Just drop the guilt and embrace having some time for yourself. So those are my 4 realistic self-care tips for mums. It's a massive generalisation, I know, but I don't think us mums are very good at self-care as a general rule. I hope this has inspired you to have a think about how you could implement a bit more self-care into your daily routine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you stick around, so do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!